Greetings, Jellyspoons. This week has been absolutely insane. I've been working, I've been sewing, I've been doing a bunch of stuff. You can see some of the things I've been making behind me. So this week's Monday Madness is going to be just a little bit different. Mostly because I still have been doing commission-y things and bits, and I have to talk a lot for my job, so my voice has been a bit this week. But instead of doing a general vlog and stuff, I was going to do a voiceover thing, but then I thought, well, I'm doing commissions today, so I thought, ooh, I have a message. Because today, before I was going to film my Monday Madness vlog, I was going to film all my Peter Pan commissions, which I've got for the last couple of weeks that I'm going to film all in one block today. I thought, well, instead of sort of racking my brains and trying to do a voiceover for something I haven't quite decided yet, I thought, well, instead I will take you through my really fun process of what I do when I get my commissions in. So yeah, this is going to be probably a quick one. I'm not sure. I say that every time and then I have like 50 minutes of... No, I don't. That's a lie. I say it's going to be quick and then I have about 3 hours worth of footage to edit down into the 20 minutes. So we'll see how long. I don't think it'll be a very long video though. Mostly because you've already seen me putting my Peter Pan makeup on in a previous video, but you'll probably see it again. Only this time it might be sped up and exciting. So yeah, I'm gonna take you through what I do when I get my commissions in, the questions that I ask people, how you can get yourself a commission. This is basically going to be a plug for my commissions. That's what this week is going to be. Welcome to Monday Madness, where I just plug myself mercilessly. So yeah, I've got a few Peter Pans to do, so I will take you through what I do, my process, as it were, and yeah, welcome to Monday Madness. It is yeah, a snapshot of my crazy life. So let's go. Okay, first off, hello, current cosplay. I've got my Sylas in here as well. Anyway, right, so no, that's another thing. Right, so I'm not going to share some of the information that I get from people because obviously it's private, but the first thing I will get off people is an email address so that I can send the completed video via Dropbox to an email address so they can get a hold of it. And I also double check several things, like the name of the recipient. So these are all the names of people who I am doing messages for. I think they're all birthdays today, actually. Yeah. Fiona, who's 7, Jack, Sarah. Yep, they're all birthdays. So I'll be doing a lot of birthdays today. So hey, I love it. It's always fun. So what I will get is the name of the recipient. I also try and get the name of the person who is buying it, the person who is getting the commission, just so that when I send it, it can be a bit more personal. But yeah, so these are the names of the birthday people. And then I have information. I try to get as much information as possible, even if it sounds really dumb. Like, do they have a favorite color? Do they have a favorite Peter Pan movie, favorite character, favorite moment, that kind of thing. So, for example, Fiona, she's turning 7, loves mermaids, wants a unicorn. I'm gonna work that in somehow. Somehow I'll work that in. And her favorite scene apparently is the pirates singing. So I might do something with that. And then, like this one's gonna be cute. Leon, who's 4. Getting a hook for his birthday. So they've said that they will give him the message after he's opened his hook. So he's getting like a toy hook. So I'm going to use that in the video and stuff. And then I just remind myself to do TikToks at the end because I'm in costume. So need to remind myself to do TikToks when I'm in costume. And I might actually, that's a good point. And I need to do promo photos, because I always forget to do that. I always get out of costume and then I have to take screenshots from my TikTok or something. So yeah, this is my list. I always have this handy. I will pin this one up on the wall near to where I'm doing my commissions. This is my old hook essay. I've already done a video on that, so you guys would have seen that. So yeah, information. I also have my sturdy, faithful dog companion. Hey, you're just gonna nap? Yeah, I might have to move him in a sec because I have to get some things out of the way. Oh well. Hey pup. Hey, hi, you're so cute. Peter Pan shoes. Gonna let you in on an industry secret here, folks. I may not wear the shoes today. I may in fact be wearing pajama bottoms because predominantly in my videos you can't see my bottom half. Hey, hi. Alright, so next up, this is my filming section of the wall. I am super happy. The dog is going for some water. I used to have all my desks and stuff down this wall, and this is the second bedroom in my house, so it's not massive, but I have made it bigger than I thought it was by putting my desks at that end. Number one, I get more light when I'm making stuff through the windows and stuff, so that's pretty good. And number two, it's just given me so much more space. So much more foot area. The dog has space in the middle. I used to have to sort of like work my way around things to get in. Pretty much every space is covered. You know, you've got all my like bits and pieces here. You've got string and ribbons and flowers and beading and things. And this is where I got my ribbons and that. Hello, dog. And then I've got over here, are the bits of costume that I don't use very often. Those are the legs that I made so that when I'm making trousers I can check that they fit and I can look at it more easier than just looking at it on me. That's the giant leaf that I made that I need to use again. I might use that for Peter Pan actually. I might get that down later and use that. I've got shoes in there, extra costume bits and pieces in there. That is old clothes that I can use and cut up. That is the clothes I was wearing yesterday that need to go in the wash bin. And that is my Molly 4.0 and my Molly sword. And a bunch of other things. Troubadour outfit that I need to. So I've got all the bits and pieces in there for my troubadour. But I am saving it because realistically Empire is not going to happen until like 2022 now. So I may as well just save it. Yet another mannequin. I've got 3 of those. And shirt that I may end up using for Sylas. I've got all my fabrics in here as well. This is one of my favourite things. I have acquired this. It took many months and years. Also some hats. That is a hat I made when I performed in the circus. I made myself that hat. Those are some of my, that's my first ever puppet that I made. Phoenix up there. That's my Druid Mollymauk, and some old horns that I wore at LARP events, masks and things in there that I sometimes use and can't bear to get rid of. But yeah, this is my fabric collection. And it is nowhere near massive, but I've labelled them all now, so it's great. I've got like my fake leathers, I've got grey and silvers, green and browns, fluffy stuff that I'm going to use for Donkey when I do Donkey. I've got blues, purples and pinks, black lace patterns, extra patterned, red. My yellow is in somewhere. I think the yellow is in with the, yeah, red. It's like red, yeah, red, yellow and orange is in there. And then my white and my fur, fake fur obviously, is all in this trunk down here because it gets used the least. Then I've got black fabrics, like all my extra black fabrics in here because there's quite a lot of black fabrics. And then underneath is all of my like extra pieces and corsets and chains and stuff. Bunch of wigs. My wigs that I use most currently and that I just really love, so I keep them out because I'm super proud of them. And then going from my fabric selection, you've got my Shazam. These are my, I don't want to say favourite because it sounds mean, but they are my favourite cosplays and my most frequently used cosplays. And also my Tinkerbell wings that just sit up there forever now because I can't sell them. They're not good enough to sell. I don't really have a use for them. I just think they're kind of cool and I made them and they're one of the first things I ever made and I'm proud that they're still, you know, staying together. But this is my current rack. Everything that I can is in a dust-proof, moth-proof, everything-proof jacket thing. So it's all sealed up. And I've got all those. I've got my third Molly. I've got my third Molly, which is my current Molly. I've got my Grey Robber, half of Donkey. I've got Lucien. I've got the current bits that I've got for Sylas. They've got their own thing now. My cravat and my shirt has been made. I've got Ithari. I've got Peter Pan, which I'll be getting out in a moment. I've got my wings. I've thought of a use for these as well, actually. Eventually, when I make the, what was it called? I think it's just called the Owl. At the end of Labyrinth, Jareth comes out and he's got this big like owl cloak and I think I'm going to cut this up. Sorry Icarus wings, I have no further use for you and I love you, but I am going to cut a bunch of these up and I'm going to use them as some of the feathers on the wing bits. I have also got my mannequins. Wait, I do have 3, right? Yeah, I moved it. Jeez, I scared myself for a second. I was like, wait, where's my mannequin? All right, I've got 3. I always need, I need more than one at every single time. This, sneak preview. This is my Darkling / Sylas Briarwood coat. It is not looking too bad right now. This is half of my Sylas waistcoat. This is my spare mannequin for extra things. So I'm going to shove all these very carefully into that corner in a moment. And then I'll be filming over here. This is my filming rack. I have got my 2, I stole these off my curtains in the other room because my living room doesn't. It's got like 2 sets of curtains in my living room. There's the main set and then I used to have lace behind them for like atmospheric coolness. But now I've just stolen them and I've pinned them up and I didn't have a screwdriver at the time so I had to hammer the nails into the wall because I'm a professional. So I've just got, 2 sort of shower curtain-esque curtain racks, which is where I hang my backgrounds over. So I've got those and that is my, I love that I have this and I still can't believe that I have this. This is my I won NorCon in 2019 medal, which makes me insanely happy and proud about that. Still can't quite believe it, but all right. So I am going to put these away and I'm going to get my light out in a moment. I work in chaos. And then at the end of every month when I finish making the cosplay, I clean it up and it's all neat and tidy again. What else have I got? Oh, that's my I came runner-up at MCM. Got one of those. And monthly plans. I'm not an organised person, so I need to have everything written down for me so that I remember to do things. My constant what I want to be doing at some point in my life when the theatres reopen. Peter Pan, because my ultimate dream in life is to play Peter Pan again. I've played him quite a few times on the stage, but never in a professional theatre, so I've never flown. That is the dream. Oh yeah, got some bits up. This is what I always do as well. I get some clips up. I've got some clips from Peter Pan, the Disney one, which is the one most people know, and I'll get some clips up from the other movies as well, and I will just sort of watch those and get myself into the groove, because I've got my own version of Peter Pan, which I will do, but I need to know some of the clips and things that people will reference, like some of the favourite clips from these kids, so I always make sure I try and do those. Then I've got my monthly Patreon challenges to remind myself of what I am doing. I've got a big, huge list of all the things I'm doing, current projects and all the stuff that I'm up to. I need to update that actually, because that's about a month and a half old. All the things I want to be doing. I've got a huge wall full of just stuff I want to do, some of the costumes I've made, inspiration and stuff. My Peter Pan that I made ages ago. References for my new Molly troubadour. That time I met Matt Mercer and Liam O'Brien and Taliesin. That was epic cool. Some of my favourite pictures that I've taken. Yeah, so a bunch of stuff. And obviously the current project, which is always up at eye level, so I can see it. So yeah, with help from the dog, I am going to go and start setting up my space. All right, so as you can see, the space is now clear. This is my makeup and stuff. This is my makeup and contacts drawer. So I have, actually I'll show you one. I've got my Athari drawer. I don't know why Athari just has his own drawer. He just always has and always will. I think it's because I cannot think of a better place to store my flower. I am still in love with this flower. I just made this on a whim. I'm sorry. Can you believe that? I am so proud of myself for making this, and I cannot wait for the next series of Dragon Prince to come out so that I can do some more Athari. Like I could do more Athari just anyway, but I feel like it'll be more relevant when the next series comes out. But I am so proud of this. Like I really am. Like I really am. I'm so proud of myself for that. All right, what is next? Contact lenses, and I've also got a bunch of my paints and stuff. So these are my fabric paints, glow in the dark paint, contact lens solution, that kind of thing. Don't ask why they're all in the same drawer. My world makes no sense, but it makes sense to me. And one very important thing, I have written down when I last changed the liquids, and I have calendar notes at the end of each month telling me when to change it. So I will change my contact lens liquid once every single month at the very least. Once I've used the contact lenses, I will swap them out as well, and I will need to use my Peter Pan today, so I will get those out. Okay, so yeah, please, please, please change your contact lens liquids and do it like this. Like, make yourself a note and remind yourself, because it's very, very, very important. I learned the hard way to do that. This is my makeup, all in here. I have a lot of makeup. This comes to cons with me as well. All of this comes to cons. No wonder my car is so heavy. All right, so I have light. I have backdrop in here, which I'm going to get out. This one is kind of Neverlandy, but it's not Neverlandy enough. It's not magical enough for me, so I am going to replace this. In fact, I might leave this up and then I'll just put my Neverland one over the top. So I shall return. Ready? There we go. So this is my shooting set for when I'm doing the Peter Pan things. There we go. Alrighty. Every time I get this costume out, I realize just how glittery it is. Look at it. I mean, it works. I'm never gonna get rid of this glitter. It's perfect, but just like the camera is not even picking up all of this glitter. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's amazing, and I love it. And it wouldn't be my costume without it. And here's a necklace. I attached a thimble onto this because I thought it was very Peter Pan-y, and I love it. And I have a spare thimble just in case. Look at the glitter. All right, so now I've got my setup done, because do not learn from my mistakes, people. Put your setup up, organize everything, including your lights and everything, before you put your costume and your makeup on, before you sit down to do all of that, because otherwise you'll be in your costume, you'll be hot, you'll not want to tear it and get things on it, and you'll be on your chair trying to like put things up and trying to sort your set out. So yeah, sort the set out first while you're still in your pajamas, and then put your costume and everything else on. All right, let's do this. All right. Y'all have already seen me put my Peter Pan makeup on, so I will be back.
Anytime I want to talk about, write about, or play Peter Pan, even if it's just for TikTok, I always like to know that I have done my research. And over the years, I have. I have accumulated a lot of different versions. I've collected many versions of the book and the play, as you can see. I have seen several productions. I have been in a few. I absolutely love this character. I cannot express that enough. And so here we are. This is my setup. This is my Neverland aesthetic. I'm going to shift the camera ever so slightly this way. There we go. Lovely. So I am all kitted up and ready to go. I am going to film my commissions and hopefully make some people's birthdays really super duper happy. So this is my very exciting process of how I get ready to do my commissions. I tried to do a lot of planning and prep work and have different ideas for all the different kids. I never want 2 videos to be the same. Even if it's a happy birthday message, you know, I want them to have their own special little tidbit, no matter what character I'm being, whether I'm being Peter Pan, whether I'm being Puck, Mollymauk, Lucien. I want every video to be unique for that one specific person. To get into the character of Peter Pan, I pretty much just put the costume on. He is forever a part of me ever since I was a very small child and I first read the book and watched the show. I've seen the play many times. I've seen musical versions. I've seen the ballet. Anytime there was a show on, I would go and watch it. The character of Peter Pan and my interpretations of him have been alive inside me since I was probably about 4 or 5, something like that. So I don't want to be obnoxious, but I don't really have a process for getting into character. It just sort of happens and here I am, kind of thing. So yeah. Sorry that this Monday Madness was not quite so in-depth and amazing as a lot of my other ones have been. I've been at work quite a lot this week. I've been getting back to the habit of that. I do a lot of talking, a lot of performing and stuff at my job, so there's been a lot of that going on. And I've also been sewing my Sylas and my The Darkling stuff. The coat is so nearly done, and I've actually booked a shoot, so I'm going to have an official shoot for my Darkling cosplay when I am done, which I'm super excited about. I might try and do a Sylas one as well, but seeing as more people I think will know who The Darkling is, I'm wangling for that one. So yeah, watch this space. I will be posting those at the very end of the month. Alrighty, so I'm going to go and film all of my commissions and a bunch of TikToks. I think I'm going to do some Peter Pan facts as well, because it's been a long ass time since I did some of those. Also, tell me in the comments. Sorry it's taken me so long to put a thing for the comments, but post in the comments, which would you rather? A dissection of the character of Wendy Darling, a dissection of the character of Peter Pan, a dissection of the 2003 Peter Pan movie, or a pretty much rant about the Hook movie. Those are your options. So you've got the Hook movie rant, the 2003 Peter Pan discussion, the character of Wendy discussed and ripped apart. I'm kidding. I don't like Wendy. I can't really defend that. A discussion of Wendy or a discussion of Peter Pan. I will post those. It won't necessarily be a Monday Madness. It might just be an extra thing in my Peter Pan section of the channel. So if you're interested in any of those, let me know. Alrighty, I'm gonna go and film all this stuff and then go and have some lunch. So I will chat to you all very soon. Thank you for engaging with my content. If you would like to commission your own Peter Pan or Lucien or Mollymauk or Puck soliloquy commission, then hit up my Ko-fi. I'll put all the links down below on my commissions page and you can drop me stuff there. If you want to support me on Patreon or Ko-fi, then please do so. Patreon, you can get dog photos, behind the scenes stuff, you can vote on things, you can suggest ideas to me. Starts at $3 a month, I think. But if you're not ready for a monthly commitment, I also have Ko-fi if you would like to just drop me support as and when you would like. Also, Ko-fi is where you can find my commissions pages. I have reopened them again for next month because all of the slots were filled, so I have reopened it for, what's the next month we're into? June! June! My sort of end of May and into June commission slots are now open again if you would like any of those. So, I love you all, Jellyspoons. Have a wonderful, amazing week. I will see you all very soon. Goodbye, Jellyspoons. Goodbye! Right and straight on until morning. That, Peter told Wendy, was the way to the Neverland. But even birds carrying maps could not have sighted it. I wasn't crying about mothers. I can't get my shadow to stick on. And anyway, I wasn't crying.